we're shipping you off.
FedEx style.
And we're not going to see. So yeah, here, get all of your Ronin viewing in now. We're going to have Thursday, just Jeff. Good morning, Internet, and hello, YouTube, all of our YouTube viewers. It's Monday, Ronin. Did you know that?
Yeah, I do now.
This is what the show is. We're just going to quiz Ronin on random facts.
Oh boy.
It's Monday. Do you know what month it is?
June?
June. No, we got the day of the week right, but the month wrong. It is Monday, almost middle of August. Summertime. It's still summer.
Yes.
And brand new things here. We're on YouTube now. I've been telling people we used to post these to Facebook, and then guess what we found out? When people are scrolling Facebook, they're in a little bit of a rush. So we're going to give you a quick taste on Facebook. I hope you have seen some of our little clips.
Hopefully.
But if you're here watching, it's because you've decided to invest. How are you today, Ronin?
I'm doing pretty good, and I actually learned a new thing.
One thing over the weekend?
Yes, just one thing.
Okay.
I learned one singular thing, and that is, so you know, last episode, we started the episode talking about shirts and things like that.
Yeah.
And I always call, and I always call shirts with buttons, like buttons that go all the way down.
We're both wearing a shirt with buttons.
Yes. So I always call these a button down because I thought the difference between button down and button up is how you button the buttons, like in order. Because most people, they start at the last button so they can line their shirt up.
Yeah.
But I start at the top, so I always button them from top to bottom.
I mean, I do start at the top a lot because you get the collar there, and that's a great place to start. But no, I think I've usually call them button up. So you're going literally button down.
Yes. So I always call these button downs, and you call them button ups, correct?
Yeah, but I've heard both. I've heard both phrases.
Okay. So differences between the two.
Oh, they're not the same.
No, they're not the same. And so, let's see, Jeff. You are wearing a button up.
Okay, this shirt yes. is regardless of how I've buttoned it, it is a button up shirt.
Yes.
Okay.
And what makes it a button down shirt is my shirt that I'm wearing right now. I have buttons on my collar.
Oh, the collar.
Yes, I have buttons on my collar, and it is a button down when you button down your collar.
Button down your collar, button up your shirt.
Yes.
And so, okay, if I have this right, a button-up shirt could be a button-down, but it does not have to be. But a button-down shirt is generally always also a button-up shirt. This is a square rectangle situation we have going on.
Yes. Yeah, because I don't know of any polos that the collar buttons down.
Yeah, no, I don't either, but now I want to see like a T-shirt with a button-down collar and then no other buttons. It's just like a dickie with buttons on the collar. Okay, well, that is absolutely something I did not know either. So thank you for that. Did you learn this while packing? Because you're off to Denver.
Yes, I am off to Denver.
If I have that right, I think I know where you're going.
Hopefully. I mean, it is for a work trip.
So we're sending Ronin cross country. He's going to do some shooting. I believe it's an accountants conference. So you might learn something about numbers, or if you're like me, you'll learn nothing and just leave more confused than ever. But here's the fun thing about being a video person: you don't have to understand the subject to videotape it.
It's true.
As long as the camera's working, it all comes out the same.
That's the only thing I need to know.
Is sound and lights. That's your department. Numbers, their department.
Well, video as well, but yeah.
Yeah, but so no, I hope you have a good trip.
Mm-hmm.
We
hopefully it all goes well.
We're shipping you off
FedEx style,
and we're not going to see. So yeah, here. Ronin, cut back to yourself for the audience. Get all of your Ronin viewing in now. We're going to have Thursday, just Jeff. That's you know what we should tell everyone now is episodes are Monday and Thursday. We've been kind of going haphazardly whenever we get a chance, but we're gonna try to stick to a schedule these days where Monday and Wednesday new episodes, and we'll put some clips on social media in between. Thursday. But Monday, Thursday, is that what I've been saying? I don't know.
The very last time you said Monday, Wednesday.
Monday, Wednesday. Okay, no, Monday, Thursday. Yeah, I have trouble keeping track because there's so many days in the week.
Yes.
But no, Monday, Thursday. The idea is get you at the beginning of the week and then a little bit of time at the end before the weekend hits because you're taking off early Friday, I know. So we're going to post Monday, Thursday. Yep. But this week, this Thursday, Jeff only, no Ronin. Maybe I'll get a guest on. I can get a guest on the TV here.
Do you still want me to put a like give you an article for Thursday, or
You know, I might come up with one on my own.
Okay.
Yeah, if you find one on the airplane, text it over and I'll use it. But otherwise, I might be able to find something. Speaking of articles, what do you have for us today? This is what the people tune in for. I know.
So today, hopefully you find this interesting.
I always do.
It's behind you.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, I'm waiting for you to cut the camera. The audience can't see Ronan. I'm not just going to be
My bad,
rude and look at it
yes.
without them. 8-bit dues. 8-bit dues? Is that one word? There's no space there.
I think that's the company name.
Bidoo. Okay, I'm just going to hold them 8-Bidoo. 8Bidoo's NES-themed mechanical keyboard comes with a truly large A and B super button. Okay, so first of all, we have a keyboard that looks like the original 1980s Super Nintendo, or regular Nintendo. This is
The
pre-Super
NES.
Nintendo.
Yeah, NES.
And we got a B and an A key on the keyboard and a super A-B key to use. So what's the story here? Can we program those buttons to do whatever we want?
Yes. So this keyboard comes with the B and A. Let me see if I can zoom in. Yes.
we go.
So
Here,
these
let
red B and A's
let me
on
lean out
the
of the
physical
way.
keyboard, those you can customize and do whatever you want with them. And on the top left, there is 3 more customizable
Oh.
buttons that you can do whatever you want with. And then these 2 switches. One of them is for volume, which is nice to have a physical dial for volume.
Oh, I've never seen that in a while.
And then the other one is to switch it from cable to Bluetooth to off.
Okay. So and then but these big
Yes.
scroll up here. Let me see.
The big guys.
Can you roll those over to the center of the screen? Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
So this is so you could like just totally paddleboard
Yes.
a Nintendo game or something. But yeah, that's what I want to know. Is I hope that those are programmable because I would love to make them, specific functions for specific times of the day.
So to my knowledge, they are. The only thing I don't know is if they are bigger versions of the ones on your keyboard or if you can change them separately.
They're unique. Do we have 2
Yes.
buttons here or 4 buttons? I got you.
Yeah, I have no clue.
Now, I would say definitely for most of the day, I would set those to mute Cam and Mike on Zoom. So
Well,
you're having
you
your
do that
Zoom
or
call.
copy and paste.
Copy. But you know what? That's pretty good. So you're just working and you're like copy,
Yes.
paste. I would use those a lot.
Yes.
All right, scroll down. What else do we need to know about this keyboard here?
They also have a different version for Japanese.
Oh, the Famicom.
The one there's yeah.
That's the original Nintendo in Japan was looked a little different, worked a little different. They brought it to America. They changed how it looked.
Yep.
But
So
we got both versions.
we have an NES version and the other version.
I love it. Okay.
And yeah, as you can see the knobs a bit better. You can see that there's a power light at the top. The the colorway and everything.
It's pretty cool.
Yes.
All right. Is this actually for sale, or do we have to like win it in a contest like last week?
So this is actually for sale.
Wow.
The keyboard itself is $100. I think it's on pre-sale on Amazon right now.
For custom keyboard stuff, that's very reasonable.
Yes.
You can spend a lot of money on these things.
And then from what I saw before, the little external dial things, not dials, the external buttons,
Yeah.
are 25, I believe.
Okay. Oh, so they're not included.
Yes.
Yeah, here go down. I saw the dollar signs there.
Yep.
$100 on Amazon.
And yeah,
Bum, bum, bum. The keycaps are swappable. All right.
on the physical keyboard.
I'm generally a just go with the keyboard your computer comes with kind of guy, but this one's pretty cool.
Well, I have an added bonus.
Oh, what do we got?
The same company, this is a keyboard, also made a mouse.
Zoom in on this. What is this? Wow.
So that is an NES style mouse.
It looks like those camper vans from the 60s.
Do you have any other pictures? Yes.
All right, I'm less excited about this one. That's pretty funny, though. I do wonder if you could hook that up to a Nintendo and play Mario one-handed, maybe.
Possibly. Yeah, so you can see they have the right left buttons and they have a D-pad on the side. I'm guessing you can customize that one. But
like
there
it.
is no scroll wheel. I don't know if it's digital like this Apple mouse I'm using here
No,
or
I
how
think
that works.
I think if you get the NES mouse, you're not interested in things like scrolling. I don't know. Maybe the D-pad will scroll for you.
But this one says you can order this one right now for $25.
Very
So
cool.
you can get the mouse for $25 and the keyboard for $100, and you can be fully NES'd out.
And as you recall last week, you could get a candle that smells like Mountain Dew.
Yes.
And you put all of this together, and we have ourselves a man cave.
So it sounds like you are not interested in any of the NES keyboard or mice.
Well, I kind of like the keyboard. I might look into that. The mouse, I'm not not sold on, but I do like that keyboard. I never had an original Nintendo. My neighbors did. Super Nintendo was my first Nintendo.
I see.
So
I was gonna say I do not either, but I do want one, and my church has one.
Nice.
It was like the garage style insert.
yeah.
They have one of those, and no, I really want this keyboard. I am a bit of a fan of the mechanical keyboards and the custom ones. I had a Kickstarter pre-ordered one before, and yeah, this one's very interesting because I do like the volume dial. Yes.
That is cool. Well, we have our earpiece.
Yes.
We're all about dials here, so
Yep.
I see the appeal. Here, I can make Ronan very loud. All right, turn that down. All right. Anyway, thank you for joining us today, everyone. Say goodbye to Ronan. He's off to Colorado and
Yes.
gonna experience the great outdoors until we stuff him in a conference room for 2 days.
Oh, jeez.
You'll have lots of fun.
Hopefully.
Okay, we'll see you next week, Ronan, and we'll see everyone else back here Thursday. See you then.
Bye.